that's playful fighting. Oh, they've invited the rest of them. Oh. I might just have walked into something. Alrighty then. Just arrived in Blagai. Didn't have a clue where we were going. So, we had to rely on some nice locals to tell us what bus we were getting, where we were getting the bus, and what stop we were at. Because my maps weren't working either. It's sunny, hence the glasses, but it's absolutely freezing, hence the jacket. Reminds me of being back home in Ayrshire, where it might be sunny but the wind will just cut right through you. You can see that on top of that mountain, but that is the fortress I was planning on going to. But obviously power cables are a wee bit in the road, which is slightly annoying, but I didn't realise it was going to be that high up. But I suppose if you're making a fortress, that's where you'd want it. Well, we'll go to the Deverysh house, and if I can stomach the walk, I'll try and get up that fortress as well, I think. Bit of background sound for you there. Sounds surprised. It's a very nice sound. Either that or church bells, they always sound good. I hope these puppies are as nice as they look. I'm not going to get bitten here. Oh, they're friendly. Hello. You get rabies or something? I'm going to fall out with you though, pal. Hello. Oh, find out a disease. Oh, you're licking me. Oh, you better not have disease, I'll tell you. Oh, hello. Oh, your wee pal there. No, your wee pal's doesn't. Oh, there's 4 of them. I thought there was only 2, there's 4. Oh, you're licking your arse. Okay, that's fine. No. Okay. Oh, wait a minute, it's 5. I'm seeing more. The more I walk, the more dogs I'm seeing. Oh, look at you. You're a handsome boy, aren't you? Oh, you're a handsome boy. That's right, get up and let me touch you. Oh, hello. Oh, you've got a thing on your arches, I'll leave. That's alright. Oh, don't bite me. Don't bite me. Oh, I'm getting wee nibbles now, I get too excited. Right. Oh, your pal, oh, he's just sleeping. He's having a snooze session. He doesn't care about no tourists. Leave me alone, boy. Ah, yeah, pal. Go to sleep, I'll leave you alone, I'm sorry. Anyway, I'll stop annoying those dogs. Right, let's try and find this Deverysh house. Been saying I've been doing it for a while now and I keep getting distracted. Oh, it's a wee baby. No. Well, is it old or is it a baby? Because it's moving very slowly. It's old. Is it old? Oh, it's just a wee old dog. It's like me when I'm 70. Small and old. Oh, you've got wet eyes. Maybe that's a bad sign. Oh, righty, anger. Right, let's just get away from you then. Sorry about that. My bad. I've seen this and thought, magic, historical monument. I walked up to it and nope, not for you, boy, not for you. Right. Nah, I don't want to break the law. More than I already have done. Let's just continue. There's a distinct lack of pavements here and it makes me a wee bit nervous, but we'll soldier on through it and hopefully people drive cautiously, because if they don't, you're going to see one squished Scotsman on a Herzegovinian road. More friendly dogs. Hello. Oh, there's a van behind me. Let's move away from the van. Sorry puppy, we need to leave you alone. That might be a plan for later. Restaurant right next to the water, that looks nice. depends if I'm able to get to that fortress in time or not. I need to be back home for 7 o'clock tonight because I have work to do. Which is a bit of a pain, but I did agree to do it, so it's my own fault really. A wee market. You can buy your key rings, you can buy your Velez top for your, presumably your child. Is that a child's one? Must be. Aye, that's not fitting anybody. It's not a child. They're very fond of these knives. They seem to sell these knives everywhere. If I could get one back on an aeroplane, I'd probably buy one. But yeah, just as well I don't. Oh, got a bunch of tourists coming up behind us. Let's walk away before they ruin my camera shot. The more you walk through here, the more you realise why somebody decided to build a religious site in these places. It's perfect really. Another set of steep stairs from our tiny wee legs to try and contend with, but I had to bring you down here to see how nice and clear this water is. Look at that. If it was a sunnier day, I'd be more tempted to jump in that, but like I said, the wind cuts right through it. Ah, there you go. Crystal clear. Yeah, I like a lot of these, I don't know if they call them Ottoman style plates, I don't know if that's what they are exactly, but certainly a lot of Ottoman influences there, a lot of the patterns and stuff. Maybe when I get my own house, rather than just travelling everywhere, I'll do that. Yeah, a really strange looking house when I eventually buy one though, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm not going down there, I'll end up slipping, that's not a good idea. Ah, look at that though, this is handy. Ah, so it's something at a postcard. I'm assuming this is the route to the Devrish house. Aye, looks like it. I think we'll beat most of the tourists here, but you know, you're never going to beat them all, are you? So, let's see what we've got here. Nice wee waterfall. Guy's just having a sing song as he walks by, mate. Fair enough, mate, fair enough. That looks nice down there for later on. I've seen so many nice wee restaurants. I hope they're not tourist trap prices, because if they are, they'll be getting tilt to bolt. What's up there? Check that later. Right, so 2 tickets for 10 marks. I don't know if you can see that, the camera's not focusing on them. I'll show you them later, not to worry. Quite sure what that is. Ah, there you go, now you can see the tickets. Not that they're very exciting, but I thought I should show you them regardless. Welcome in a bunch of different languages, that's always a good sign. Another set of mystery stairs. Now we need to be trying them later. Alrighty. Right, is this where I have to go? Is it? I think it might just be. That looks like a souvenir shop, I don't want souvenirs, I want to see the guy at the house. So many mystery stairs. Got loads of stuff to do here. Right. I think I should probably put my mask on. Nobody else does, but you know, health and safety. Right. That must be the word for a toilet. Okay, that's fine. What any of this? Ah, there we go. Right, so the Deverish House. I thought that was me making that shadow. It's just the brickwork. Deverish House was built in the 15th century by Deverishes with following message: love creatures for the sake of Creator. Oh, there's a wee beastie on that. Hope it doesn't fly. In the past, it was home to Kadiri, Rufai. I'm going to stop trying to pronounce these words before I get arrested for a hate crime. Deverishes, and also today it is okay. The complex, I take it, includes tombs, rooms for prayers, and guest rooms, kitchen, a bathroom. Ah, yeah, that word I just saw a minute ago is for washroom. So the bathroom and the washroom are different. That's quite interesting. Alright. Then you've got the Bosnia Herzegovina flag next to what I can only assume is some sort of Islamic flag. I mean, obviously it is, but I'm assuming that's purely what it represents. Maybe it represents the Deverishes. I don't know. Let's go and find out what's going on then. I've said it before and I'll say it again, the water here, just how blue and perfect it is. It's blue but clear, if that makes any sort of sense, but look at that. Probably not many places in the world that are free from pollution the way this place is for some reason. What that used to say up there was probably quite important as well. If you like nature, you like crystal clear blue waters, this is definitely the part of the world for you. Okay, so we need to take our shoes off. Women need to cover themselves up, and basically the instructions state don't be an arsehole, which is fine. I can manage that for 5 minutes, I think. Take our shoes off. Concrete is absolutely freezing. Girl there has to cover herself up. I don't quite know what the rules are there. They must very best not to disturb people. There's a break over there. We got here something I can talk about whilst I'm not disturbing anybody. Couple of, I'm assuming those are Qurans, although could be the Hadiths, could be anything really. I know a little bit about Islam, but not too much. Ah, there's a Quran there, so the other one's probably a Hadith or two. Alright, well, I'm not going to touch them just in case. Oh, look at that, look at the ceiling here. Really interesting. You know, I think I'm going to put my mask on, just although, no, I'll leave it just now. I don't want to look as if I'm the only guy wearing a mask.
Louisa Pump. Never answered you, everybody else is on.
I wonder if this was an original pot. They used to go out to the water there, bringing tea for the boys. You never quite know. Yeah, I need to shut up now because somebody's praying. I wonder if that's where they used to do their jobbies and stuff. Holy poos. Maybe this will be the washroom, so that's the hammam, which is where you do your jobbies. And this is where you wash yourself. Alrighty. Oh, look at that. Not a lot. Probably used to be, well, no, they don't do idolatry, do they? So I thought maybe there's a wee figurine there that they used to pray to, but they don't do idols and stuff like that in Islam. Quite precise on that point. Alrighty then. Like I said, I need to try and be really quiet. There's people praying, and the last thing I want to do is disturb somebody's prayer time. You can just imagine the devotees of the dervishes back in the day sitting around the table, talking about the love of nature with the lads, as you do. So we'll have a better look at that whilst I'm here. If you can read that, let's tell me what it says, that would be appreciated. Right, so this was one of the prayer rooms. There was a woman on that praying a minute ago, so I won't step on a prayer mat obviously. Oh, there you go, that's the, you can see my stupid hand in the reflection, look at that, there you go. What a perfect place to put your religious house. You can see why they chose this place. It's a waterfall in the distance as well. Walking outside with my socks on, it's a bit of an unusual experience, but needs must and all that. Aye. You don't need to be religious to appreciate a place like this, you really don't. Definitely worth a visit, I would say, if you're interested in other cultures and the way they do things. A wee bit of history in there. I'm assuming you're watching this, you're watching me, so I'm assuming you must be even slightly interested, you must have a partial interest at least. I'm being told to hurry up, so I better move. Charity. So I thought, okay, I wonder what that is. I mean, it's locked. You can't go in. I thought, that's a bit strange. And then I looked in and I realised why. There's a couple of dead bodies in there. I'm assuming that's what that is. I don't know, but charity, is that the right word for that? I mean, I suppose. Who knows, right? A shaky camera hangs. I'm trying my best to lean against absolutely nothing. Oof, right. There's no barrier to hold. Well, there is a wee barrier, but I don't know about to touch it. COVID times and all that. Oh, God, I nearly broke something. That's not good. Oh. This has been standing for hundreds of years and I nearly break something. That's not good. Alrighty then, let's see what I've got here. Sorry, mister. I'll try and hurry myself up. Ugh. The temptation to just nosedive into that. If it was a slightly hot day, I probably would. We made every living thing from water. No, you can't argue with the logic. That's fair enough, alright? That's fair enough. Let's see, oh, a wee balcony. Packed with tourists. My favourite. Don't know what the use of the cave was. Don't know what the cave was used for, but maybe to hide from bad guys or something, I don't know. Another funny thing I've noticed since I've been to Bosnia and Herzegovina, you see ducks absolutely everywhere, but you never see them on any menus. Every river I've seen, there's lots and lots of ducks, but I've never been to a restaurant where duck was an option. Weird, right? Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Saw a bunch of people going up to a nice vantage point. Don't know where I'm going, so I'm going to just take a gamble and try a bunch of different sets of stairs. Oh. Looks like the wee pomegranate stand. Okay, I'm going to assume that's the way. Looks promising. Right, what have we got here? The rubble. Right, what are you telling me? What do you want me to know? Don't fall, you'll hurt yourself. That's good advice, aye. Fair enough. Yep. Ah, there we go. I think we're getting to where we need to be. That's a nice wee bench with a view of the waterfall. Maybe go back there in a wee second. Right, what we're saying here then, what's the rules? Swimming is not allowed, well, that is a shame. Observe the dress code. No bikinis, no shorts, no speedos. To be honest, I think no speedos should be the general rule for everywhere. No pets allowed, alright. Risk of falling rock, walk at your own risk. I say I love that. There's absolutely no health and safety, it's just you want to go here, you take your own gamble, pal. They're not suing us. Sleeping is not allowed. Okay, that's a bit. And no flying. Oh, that's a shame, I left my drone at home. Helicopter as well. Okay. The wind is picking up. Remember I told you it was absolutely freezing? Well, it still is a wee bit. There you go. Pomegranate trees and a nice place of worship. Let's see if I can navigate this rock without breaking something. Ah, look at that. Not bad at all. Right. People coming up the other way. Oh. don't throw stones. That's fine, pal. It's not a problem. How would you like to throw stones? You can do that. Ah, here we are. Photo in the cave? No, no, absolutely not, no. There's a stairwell there, let's see what's happening with this. Okay, these stairs aren't any easier on the way down than they are on the way up. Ah, I see, they want you to get a boat tour and go in that cave. Well, I'm sure that'd be very nice, but I know what lives in caves. Bats and such. Just kind of got how nice and clear that water is. I don't know if that's got some sort of significance to it. I don't think so. Maybe it's just him a sit down. Maybe it's any markings on it. It just seems a bit random. No, it's an old school seat, so I'm going to park my arse on it and just look at this nice clean water for a minute. Oh. I could get used to a place like this. Maybe when I'm a wee bit older I'll come and move to a place like this, be one with nature and all that stuff. Maybe. I don't know. But then that's the point in these trips, to try and find somewhere I want to live at the end of them all. Since the UK is pretty much out of bounds at the minute, and I don't see that changing anytime soon, so aye, this is definitely on the list of of maybes. So I'll be halfway, thought to myself, why not? Looks like it might be promising. Oh. Alright, so what's down here then? A broken ankle for Daniel. I think that's what might be down here. Well, oh, look at that. Ah, look at that, what a shot that is. Let's get a couple of pictures here. Ah, you can't beat that. Alright, so you can smell these restaurants, and to be honest it's about 3 o'clock or something like that, so I'm going to go and get something to munch before I end up eating one of these dogs that keep coming up to me, because I'm kind of starving. Found this place that looks pretty good. If in doubt, go for a mixed grill. And there's some wee duckies as well, none of which are on the menu. Oh, look, they're racing. Hey, I'm fast as fuck, boy! Here it is, the moment of truth. You get rice with this one and a wee orange, but I'm not going to be messing with the wee orange. I don't know what half of that is. I don't need to know. I'm about to destroy this plate. And I'm sorry, but there's going to be no bread left for you lot. Another pal. Hey, want some more of this chicken, do you? Hey, hey, there you go. How about that, son? I know a bit for you. I've got loads of this shit for you. Absolutely. There you go. Right, I'm not going to feed the ducks because the bread's quality. Oops, I'll just hit you in the head with that. Lobbing chicken at a cat. There you go, last bit. Make it count. Ah. Alrighty. Got name here for you. Name here for you. But you make me look as if I've cleared my entire plate. No. Oh, you're adorable, aren't you? I've got name here. Right. You've been eyeballing me since I've sat down, so alright, I'll play the game. Yeah. Yeah. Fight! And again, go for it. Alright, alright. Let's throw on to one of these wee girl ones, because you know, there's no winning a lot of these fights. Get it in, get it, go, go, go. Oh, you got away from you. You predator. Right, one more I think. Don't want to cause a war. Duck War, the famous Duck War of Blackeye. There we go, good. Hey, you leave her alone. Right, I've done my bit. I've fed the cats, I've fed the ducks, petted every single dog that came near me, even though I've probably got 5 different diseases by now, but I'm an animal lover. Cat has retreated up the tree. She saw that there was that dog that we seen earlier on. As nice a boy as he is, he's probably a bit of an arsehole to the cat. Well, you never know. She was up that tree like a squirrel, so she was. On another note though, another platter destroyed. Apart from this rabbit food they keep trying to feed me. I do normally like a wee orange, but yeah, it's been sitting on that other stuff, whatever it is, and I'm not interested. Aye, that was good. Not as good as the one in Mostar. The one in Mostar is just top draw though. But aye, that was good. Now I need to try and brace myself to go walking again. You know, if I could trust my gut not to betray me, I'd probably buy some of that. I hear it's very, very good. I'm going to go and try and see a couple of other landmarks. That's Fort. I'm going to give that a miss. Didn't realise quite how high up it was. And I've just eaten quite a lot, so I think I'm going to give that a swerve. Plenty of other forts in the other places I'm going over the next few weeks. Hopefully the weather's okay. Now we're getting into the winter months now. But if not, then we'll just do a bunch of them next year when we hopefully can go to South America. I say hopefully, because you know what it's like with coronavirus, you can't really get away with much just now. Oh, look at this boy, he's just enjoying himself. Hiya, pal. Hello. Don't worry, I'll leave you alone. Bye. Right, I'll see what we can find up here then. Oh, yeah. Pomegranate brandy. Oof, that sounds lethal. Righty, jam. All the good stuff. Righty. Well, if I wasn't travelling in a couple of days, I'd probably grab a wee jar. But there's no way I'd be able to finish it in that length of time. There's no way I'm taking it to Montenegro with me. We'll get out of the car, a bit of move. Oh, my wee pal again. Let us sleep. So it turns out we're on the herb and honey route, which sounds brilliant. Herzegovina is a region where Mediterranean climate and continental climate meet. Special conditions, you can see that again. Seasonal herbs, taste of local honey, which also specific. Okay. Honey's quite good. I do enjoy a bit of honey, I must admit. There we go. So, see, this is where I want to go next. So we've obviously been to Mostar, been to Sarajevo, it's somewhere up here on the map. Mostar, Blagaj. Was going to go to Trebinje. I thought maybe I could get a bike and cycle to Dubrovnik, but I'm told it's probably the wrong time of year for that, and they're probably right. So I'm going to go from there. We're going to stay probably somewhere around about here. I'm going to go to Kotor for the day at one point. Definitely going to need to do that. There we go. There it is. That's where I'm going next. I'm going to Budva next. That's the next stop on this trip. Going there on Saturday. Hopefully the weather's nice. We can actually go to the beach one day. Oh, look at that. From the people of Japan. Guess they must have helped rebuild some of the place after the bombs were dropped and the bullets were flying. That was good of them. And this lady here, she takes far better pictures than me, so I'll just leave you with that image. Oh, I've just discovered that to get to the... Wait a minute, I've got something more interesting to show you. A happy puppy's always more interesting than listening to me talk, let's be honest here. Oh, that's wee pal. Oh, they're scrapping now, that's never good, is it? Hope that's playful fighting. Oh, they've invited the rest of them. Oh, I might just have walked into something. That's... Should I break it up? Should I leave them? Are they playing? I don't know. Oh, nobody else seems overly concerned, so I'm just going to assume they're playing. Anyway, back to what I was saying. You can do the fortress trip by going a big long walk up that way, but like I said, I've decided that it would be a good idea to accept a shift at work tonight, which is never a good thing when you're going out on a walk. So we need to do that when we come back to Mostar, and then back to this place as well. Do that in the future maybe. There you go. So you have to go on a big long walk up to the fortress. You want to say bye? You want to say bye bye to the camera? Oh no, that was... Oh, he's a boisterous, aren't you? Right, I'm going to get away before you start chewing me. Right, camera, behave yourselves. Stop chewing each other's ears. Oh, that one's got that one's full face in its mouth. That's right, I'm gonna get out of here, man, because they'll turn on me next. Right. Hi, doggies. Right. Let's try and find the bus back. That one says Mostar bus, so I'm going to assume that's a good sign. Let's see what we got here then. We got the 10 here, so assume that it's that one. I mean, it's got to be, right? Aye, let's guess. Let's just take our best guess, that's the one. Okay, so bit of a quandary here. Just looked at that bus stop, I thought we had it, and it says the next bus, the next number 10 back to Mostar is on across the road before you get hit with a car. Right, the next bus to Mostar's at 7:30. So normally that would be fine, it's 4 o'clock just now, I could find something to do for a few hours I'm sure. Problem is, my shift at work starts at 7. So I'm either going to have to get lucky at a different bus stop, or I'm going to have to just get a taxi back. I don't think a taxi costs much, probably just 14 marks, 15 marks, which is about £7 or something along those lines. It changes every day obviously. But aye, let's hope we can get a bus, and if not we'll have to ask a very, very kind local if they can phone me or find me a taxi. So far the locals in these places have been very, very nice to me. Been very helpful whenever I've asked a question, which is quite frequently if I'm honest. So aye, let's try and find a bus stop so I don't need to spend £7 on a taxi. Made an unexpected discovery. Apparently there's a local wee football team here, FK Blackeye, and you can see through the fence. That's their wee stadium there. I don't know if it's a stadium as such, it's just a bit of grass. Quick gander. Ah, there you go. Don't worry, there's not actually any stand there or anything, it's just a building, kind of relatively new building. Home of the mighty FK Blackeye. I'm sure you'll be seeing them in the Champions League in no time. Right, I'm really going to go catch this bus. So in the end we had to just cave. The bus wasn't for another hour or something, and it was starting to get really, really cold, so I thought to myself, I don't want to take the gamble. Outside there, come on, take this off. Stop it there, let the guy by. So went into this wee cafe, asked for some help from the locals. Yet again, locals were very friendly. Found out the bus wasn't for another hour, and so we thought, right, just get the taxi. So some guy in the bar offered to phone his pal, which was good. Ended up charging 10 euros, so 20 marks, which was I think like £3 more than normal, but yeah, guy did us a favour, so I don't really mind too much. Need to get back and get this shift done. Whilst we get dropped off at the bus station, we decided to just grab our tickets to Budva. Tickets to Budva were 86 marks, so that works out around about, what's that? 43 pounds or so, 45 euros, something like that. Probably the same thing now, to be honest. So that's us set for Saturday. We go to Budva, go to the beach if the weather's nice. And if the weather's not nice, we'll just hang around the old town, which I'll probably not do anyway. It's only Cockney that likes the beach, really. So that's us set. We're all ready to go on Saturday. And it was a good day. I was pretty pleased. We managed to find everything I was trying to find. Didn't get to do the fortress obviously because it was, well, you didn't have the time and you would have to hitchhike to get to it, and I am not ready for a hitchhike. So, I'll go back in tomorrow and try and get some more stuff done.